Hey, so here's Definite in about 2 minutes. Definite is a single place to store and analyze all of your data. You'll see as soon as we click sign up here, it's going to spin up a bunch of infrastructure. One of the key pieces of Definite is like you don't need to go buy a bunch of other products. So you don't need to go buy Snowflake, you don't need to go buy Tableau, a BI product, or even something like Fivetran to get data into your data lake. We spin up all that infrastructure for you, and you can see that's happening right now. Pop over to connectors, because one of the places most of our customers start is to add some of our pre-built connectors. So things like Stripe, Salesforce, more modern CRM like ADIO, all these connectors are pre-built. So as soon as you get your data lake spun up, you can connect to these sources and pull all that data into your data lake. The idea here is to make it as simple as possible to get all of your data into that data lake, and then you can immediately start analyzing it, getting some insights, understanding how the business is performing. Setup checklist is complete. Your data lake and a semantic model is already set up. The agent knows that you just signed up, so it's going to suggest some of the things we looked at before, like adding HubSpot, a couple of connectors. Your application database, Postgres, would obviously be a key source of data. Just for an example, I found this public government site. So we're just going to pull all of this flight data into this fresh data lake. BTS gives this nice summary, kind of a data dictionary of what's available in this data set. So I just copy and pasted this into our agent and asked to get the link to the data sets and asked to kind of go wild from there. So we'll see that schema, and then you can see that the table's been loaded. The agent's now loaded the full raw data set, created transformation. It's just kind of a simplified version of that data. So we got 4.5 million flights. And then already did kind of a quick analysis. It's going to tell the agent to take a look at the semantic model we set up and build a document. You can see here the agent's going through the semantic model, figuring out which data sets it can use to answer your question, creating a little to-do list for itself, so that as it iterates through the problem and explores the data set, it can actually build this document that is going to be something that goes on past just this single chat. Great. So the agent has built this dashboard. You see some summary statistics here at the top. Also has pretty robust validation, so it can catch mistakes before they get too far into the process. So it looks like there's about a 1.7% cancellation rate. Total 4 million, which you saw earlier. You can add top level filters. So if we wanted to look at just the filters for, or just the flights into a certain state, so we're going to go for destination state, and maybe we want to just look at California or something like that. You can say that that filter is going to apply to all of the tiles below, and that's something that we can either save or reset and change over time. Another nice thing is that since this document is so closely tied to our agent, it's quite effective at answering kind of drill down type questions. So if I wanted to say something like, give me a breakdown of the on-time departure rate by the destination state. Cool. So it looks like flights into Hawaii, super on time. Flights into West Virginia, not so much. But you kind of get an idea of the power of having all of this in one place. So an agent that knows how to use the data stack, and then obviously a data stack that gets spun up for you nearly instantly. So having a data lake, having pipelines to get data into that data lake, and then having an agent to operate and orchestrate that entire process, we found for our customers to be extremely powerful. There's a lot of other features like being able to push data back out into systems your team's already using. So whether you want to update your CRM with data from Stripe, now that you have all that stuff in one place, that's really easy to set up. Or even something as simple as setting up Slack alerts. So you want this, this dashboard, or even just this one tile pushed into a Slack channel, and you want to be able to ask follow-up questions. So we have the agent obviously is in the application, but you can also interact with the agent from Slack and ask follow-up questions.